An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cooks. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show, or listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he wants it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
Yeah, you get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Vols! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Michigan offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets it fly. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
On his feet at the 40. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. It's a draw. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quickly complete. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Unloads quickly. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Snagged in the middle. It's Casey.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes makes the catch inside the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly.
There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll throw it. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now he's going to break the pocket. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. He's got it for a big play. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Rush is on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Here we go.
On the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. And now they take the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake. And he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
In college football, they can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over UTEP. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They'll run it from the gun. At the 45 on his way. Dashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Gonna let it fly. Makes a grab for a big play. Into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And the extra point is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Coates. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. 4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's going for the big play. Michigan. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Leaves it with the running back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Casey. Great move. Now he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Central Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 17 over Rice. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. And he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Vols will hustle to the line. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Going deep. It's him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Vols! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down for a sack inside the pocket.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants to take the top off. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. On the ground, it's Fuller. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes.
Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
We knew this offense could put up crazy numbers, but I didn't know it was going to get this ridiculous this fast. They've now come close to 500 yards passing on the day.
Makes the grab on the left side. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. A terrific throw that time, and when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans will really appreciate that, when a guy that can push it down the field, make the right decisions consistently, be smart at that quarterback spot.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Volunteers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Sends it back in motion. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. They'll try the right side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Past the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? This is a designed run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 28. Edinburgh, 23.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Fuller. Another great move. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers